Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Recently, I'm sure you guys know the current environment is a little scary when it comes to tariffs and everything that's happening with the United States right now. And there has also been a lot of talk of Trump apparently putting tariffs on used car exports and stuff like that coming out of Japan. As of right now, it doesn't seem like that is happening, but with the current environment, things are expected to obviously change in a moment. Just recently, there was a 25% tariff put on importing and exporting things between Canada and Mexico and the USA. And as of this morning, I believe that's been put on another month hold. And currently, Japan, there's a few articles I've found where Trump is investigating about tariffs and applying tariffs to, things like metals and stuff importing from Japan to the USA, as well as potentially the used car market and new cars as well. Right now, it seems like it's safe, but if you are planning to export a car out of Japan, you should definitely be keeping an eye on the news because things could change, like I said, in a heartbeat. That aside though, we are today at Auto Spirit, which is a car yard that we visit a lot, and that's to check out the prices of what the cars are selling for locally in Japan. And from what I can see, prices have gone up a fair bit. I don't believe this is because of anyone talking about tariffs or anything, because thinking about it logically, really it would only affect those that are exporting them out of the country. But things are expected to obviously go up in Japan if we're bringing anything in from the US or vice versa. But anyways, let's see what cars are here and let's see how much they are. We're going to start off with this JZX90. Now this place is known for having a fair few drifters and some beaters and stuff like that for sale. So kind of cars that are driver cars that are been driven and are for those same type of people. This one here is 260万. Now, if you're in Australia, just take a couple zeros off. And it's roughly the same. The AUD to yen rate is pretty much the same right now. So this is 260,000 yen. Just a quick correction, guys. I was making a mistake here. When I was reading it in Japanese, it's 260万円. I was getting the zeros mixed up, translating that to English. It's just a bilingual thing. It happens to us all the time. Things get confused and mixed up in your head. But anyways, it's not 260,000 Japanese yen. It's 2,600,000 Japanese yen. So luckily, my conversion rates that I was telling you guys with the USD is spot on. Australian dollars, it's actually going to be a little bit more expensive looking at the exchange rate now, but it gives you a pretty rough idea of what the pricing is going to be, bar an extra couple grand here or there. But yeah, just so you know, throughout this video, I got the zeros all jumbled up in my head. And when I say something 100,000 yen, it's actually something 1,100,000 yen. That would be the equivalent of about 26,000 Australian dollars. For US though, this is about $17,000. Now this is a fair bit more expensive than what I think was just a few months ago for these things, especially something in this condition. But let's keep moving. This one has done 179,000 kilometers. Obviously has a 1JZ and a bunch of driver mods. We'll pop the hood and look at that in a little bit. Looking at another JZX90 here. This is 250万, which is 250,000 yen. That's about 25 G's Australian, or 16,000 roughly USD. Now obviously exchange rate changes. This thing has done 120,000 kilometers, both manual, of course. Moving on, we've got this Sora here for 197,000 Japanese yen. And you guys can kind of do the calculations yourself now when it comes to the Australian dollar. I'll keep doing the US ones because that is a little bit more involved. And I have this, just a quick little app here that does it all for us, which helps out a lot for just thinking on the fly and these kinds of things. But looking at this, we're looking at about 13,000 USD for this. This is a classic, 147,000 Ks. These older Soras are really cool. Looking at a Mark II for 330,000 Japanese yen. Now, I need to have a look at this one. Let's go around the side of the fence because, this thing's apparently hasn't even done 100,000 kilometers yet. This has only done 95,000 kilometers. So that's really low. And if this is a manual, then it makes sense because this thing's clean. It's OEM. Let's have a look at it. Couple nice 32s here. There's a 4-door. This one's definitely been a track beast. Everything's been stripped out of it. Racing bucket, interior inside, all stripped out. And then there's a nice white coupe here. Nice. Damn, this thing, also a race car of some kind. Bucket seats and stuff, interior stripped out. Sunroof model too. Oh, look at this 180SX. This is 250,000 Japanese yen for a 180. This thing's actually kind of clean. It's got a GTR passenger seat in it as well. Not bad. White on white. I had white on white once. I loved it when it was clean, but the moment you took it for any drive, doesn't matter what you did, the wheels always got dirty. Okay, so we're looking at a genuine Mark II Tourer V by the looks of it. Dang. Oh, it's still got the old sticker. Ashikawa Toyopet. A little bit of a hit there. Factory manual. Yeah. This thing's clean. I wonder if it's open. No, it's locked. Really clean. Dang, I'm jealous. Clean factory manual. So that explains why this thing is a little bit more expensive. Also low kilometers, 1JZ VVTi. So you guys get the gist, but let's do the math. So this is about 33K Australian. This is 22,000 USD. Dang, thing is nice. Daiki, you'd love one of these as a daily car, I reckon. You'd rock a Sora.
No.
No? You wouldn't rock a Sora?
No.
No? I like them. They're kind of cool. Remind me of like, you know, Kaido Racer Bossozoku style, right?
Yeah. It's big, right?
Yeah.
Like long.
They're a long chassis, they are, yeah. Thing's got some wide little over fenders on there and stuff. It's nice. Having a look at these 90s, the rear of this Mark II 90 looks good. This red one kind of looks nice too. Stock wheels. They look like stock JZX 100 wheels though. Weird. Or maybe one of my JZX 100s came with a 90 wheel in it. This is kind of nice. Everything inside the car, quite clean. Interior looks really good. Engine bay, the hood's popped, so we can have a quick squiz. One JZ, baby. Still got the twins on there. Nice. One thing about 90s that always interests me is, oh, the hydraulic radiator fan. You see this, Daiki? See the fan? It uses power steering pump. It's not electric, or it's not a clutch fan off the water pump. It uses power steering fluid through a power steering pump. Isn't that trippy? It's a common conversion. A lot of people change it to JZX 100 stuff. Anyways, looks simple, looks good. Basic mods and a couple nice things. Man, yeah, the pricing's definitely gone up a fair bit, I believe. Interesting. Let's have a look. There's a black Mark II here. This one looks a little bit more of a, you know, it's definitely been used a fair bit, a bit more of a beater. This thing is clean though, Tourer V factory manual. This one's got a manual in there, manual transmission. No pricing, dang it. Red Recaros though, not bad. It's kind of nice. I can't remember if I've seen this one here before. No, I haven't. I definitely would recognize this engine bay. 1JZ VVTi. Looks like at some point it was painted orange. Interesting. Looks cool though. It's actually really clean. No rust in any of the struts or anything like that. One of the older Blitz air filters. Oh, this radiator. This is a huge one. This is like a 4-row. Yeah, this is a 4-row. The thing is jammed against the intercooler piping, barely fits. Definitely good though for keeping it cool. Not bad. HID conversion by the looks of it, or LED light bulbs. Damn, this thing's kind of nice. Yeah, these are like an LED conversion bulb. They're really good. They're way better than like the older style kind of headlight HIDs that we used to do with like the converter box and the big like, used to have like the separate box that would go to it, but LED bulbs now are so much better. Yeah, just one line. You know how like in my Supra we have like the HID box like somewhere else and all that, and it's kind of like annoying. That's cool. They need like a big transformer or something. It's nice with the red Recaros. There's no price tag here on it though, so not sure. Aristo, Vertex edition. Yeah, this one was here before, but I don't remember it having all the silver trim, but it does. I think that's also part of the Vertex thing. This one's been manual swapped. Dude, this is actually kind of nice. So this will be 2JZ, twin turbo, with an R154 bolted in. That's really cool. It's done 170,000 kilometers, but it's got a 2J in there, VVTi. 260, that's really not that bad. What is that? That's like $17,600 US. Yeah, that's cool. For a manual swapped Aristo, if it was auto, I'd be like, eh. But for a manual swapped one with an R154, that's cool. I'd buy that. I'd rock that as a daily. Ah, big single turbo swap. Oh, here it comes. QQ Shah. Nice little Subaru. Is this a Hawkeye? I think that's what a Hawkeye is. I need to learn Subarus more. I'm getting into rally recently, so I need to learn more about them. And then over here, got an S14. Oh, is that a hatch? No, it's just, yeah, it is a hatch. I really do like these hatches. Yo, this is only Nanajuman? Why is this so cheap? That's like 7 grand US. Sorry, yeah, no, 7 grand Australian. US, that's like under 5. Are these really this cheap? Daiki, yasui. Yasui means cheap in Japanese. What's Nanajuman in USD these days? $4,747. Wonder why it's so cheap. It's got a fair bit of clear coat fade and stuff on the roof, but you can fix that. It's done only 127,000 kilometers. It's manual. Huh? Are these hatches always this cheap? I might, wait, I nearly said it out loud. I nearly said I might become a Subaru guy when I realized how cheap this was. And that was at that moment that I nearly said that, I remembered head gasket problems. But that's cheap. That's still kind of cool though. It might be a cool little snow beater. Huh. You're like really interested in this 180. Daiki's a huge 180 boy. 250,000 yen though. Has a bunch of cool parts. Is the door open? 128,000 kilometers. Pop the hood. Let's have a look. Yeah. Dude, this is clean. This is really nice for a 13. No rust in the corners or around the struts. This is not bad. AC's been deleted. This is not bad. Looks like it's got a 14 turbo. No, that actually, no, it's a 13 turbo. Not bad. That's clean. It's not bad. I think this has changed at one point though. Oh, yes, it was. I think so, looking at it. Not bad. Yeah, you really like 180s. He's a huge fan.
Better than my 180.
Yeah, definitely better than your 180. That's not hard to beat though, Daiki. All right, so these two S14s have no pricing in them, so we'll just have a quick look at them. Midnight Purple 14. I really want a Koki though. Really clean Koki would be nice. Clean Koki 14. I don't know. I know a lot of people, a lot of people like Koki 14s, but I really want, oh, these over fenders are interesting. I really want a Zenki. Sorry, I really like Zenki S14s because I think their face, like the front end looks cuter. It's like less aggressive. What do you like more, Daiki? The Koki or the Zenki S14? Carl, face. I think Zenki is like the cute one and Koki is like the kind of angry one. So if you like your girl to always look angry and bitchy, then you go with the Koki. If you like the kawaii go, I think you go Zenki.
Can I get S 14.5?
You want a 15 front on the 14? Yeah. That's actually kind of good because that matches both of those. This one here is 230,000 Japanese yen. It's a little damage here. A lot of clear coat peeling off. Over fenders. Looks a little clapped out. Definitely a driver's car. It's done 278,000 kilometers. Wow. But factory manual. Old Yashio factory shift knob on that. That's kind of cool. Dang, roof wing. So a good fixer-up car. In USD, this is probably like 15 grand, maybe even less actually. The current exchange rate. Let's have a look. 230. We're still, yeah, $15,597 US. Not bad. Got a bunch of parts on there. Looks like it's got the Trust T5187 on here.
Oh.
It's got the Trust turbo.
Yeah.
That's not bad. So it's a Spec S with a turbo motor, manual swap.
It's
Yo.
also 6-speed gear.
Oh, there's a graduation happening right now. What? The hell? We got some Bosso Zoku action, guys. You just pulled into the school? That's kind of cool. Imagine graduating from high school and getting that entourage. That's sick. Having a look at this, it has the 6-speed transmission in there. So it's got the Spec R trans. That's actually kind of cool. Caged and everything. This would be a good driver's car. A little bit of a fixer-upper. That's actually pretty cheap. It's got the nice tails too, the clear D-Max ones. Not bad. And we got this 34 4-door. This was here last time we were here. I don't think it's sold. This is 200,000 Japanese yen. So that's going to be about, you know, the 14K mark, maybe a little less. Definitely a fixer-upper with that rust in the rear quarter. But this one's new and interesting. So 4-door, 34 Skyline, turbo, RB25, all-wheel drive. So this is what we would call in Australia a poor man's GTR. 370,000 Japanese yen. So that's about 37 grand AUD, or in USD, that is 25 grand. So it's a RB25 DET Neo 6. He's even done the GTSR logo in the front. Heavily modified with this wide body kit. So RB25 DET Neo with the same all-wheel drive drivetrain that's in like the 33s and the 32 GTRs. So it's not the like the Get-Trag 6-speed from the 34 GTRs, it's the older kind of drivetrain from those. Really cool. Obviously very easy to do a GTR swap on these, and a lot of people do it, but obviously it's a 4-door. And this wide body is wide, like crazy wide. Look at the handle area here, like that's crazy. Really cool. Not bad. Dude, the wide body is crazy. And a Laurel. Huh, cute. This thing's got all the dollies going on. The lace. 160,000 Japanese yen. See, that's cheap. 127,000 kilometers. Interior is immaculate. Nice. It's got a old Trust shift knob on there too. So these usually came with an RB20 DET in them. Looks like it, yeah, 2000 cc, so it would have been RB. I don't know if it's gonna be turbo though. That'll be something that I'm interested in. I don't see an intercooler down there or anything. Is there a side mount? Can't pop the hood. No, don't see a side mount. Most likely NA RB20 then. Still though, this thing's pretty clean. It's really straight. Not bad. Overall, I think the pricing's gone up a fair bit, especially with this yard. Usually these guys had a lot more cheaper deals. So it's interesting to see how it's gone up in price. Oh, look at that bike up there. We're able to have a look inside this 4-door now. Wow, this is classic. So if you guys don't know, Yashio Factory never used to be known as, like, they weren't just about Sylvia's or a Sylvia shop back in the day. That was Okachan's radiator shop, and he was making radiators, and that was his business. And then he started getting into Sylvia's, and then he became a Sylvia tuning god. So this is from that day, before he became a Sylvia guy and got into that.
Wait, what?
Whoa, that's cool. Someone, it's got a Trust turbo kit with a gate. Yo, this is actually really cool and period correct, this 32. Nice.
Do you know where this bumper, like, from company?
I'm not sure what bumper this is. It's nice though.
Yeah.
I wonder what it is. If you know who makes that, let us know. It's kind of nice. Yeah, I like that. Huh. That's actually really cool. Bet you this thing sounds great with that setup. So cool. I wanted to look at this. Ooh, nice little NA Roadster, clean. This is what I want to look at though. Look at this bike. Daiki would kill for this. You love these bikes, hey?
Yeah, I like this thing on. Just one way.
Yep, one way. Take it off, pin, everything. So is this is a 4-stroke though, right? Because there are 2-stroke versions of this too, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really nice bike. I want to get one just because they're cool, but it'd be cool to have one just to ride to work in every now and then to like on bad traffic days. The little headlight delete's cute. It's kind of cool. Checking out their little storage yard over here where they have a couple more cars listed. You can get these 8.6s are literally like the new S chassis here. So many people are buying these, modifying them and drifting them, and there's a lot of new turbo kits coming out soon for these. Guys have been successfully turboing these motors and making 500 horsepower, which is wild. So I'm really excited to see where this chassis ends up, especially over here in Japan, because the 350Zs never really took like over here as like a drift chassis. So more people are getting into these now, which is kind of interesting. This is only 125,000 Japanese yen. It's like 12 grand Aussie. USD though, that's pretty cheap. Talking about like what? Like 8 grand. 8 grand US. That's pretty good. You can get cheaper ones though. If you go to the auctions and find one that's got a bit of crash damage, get them for like 4 or 5, easy. Dang, Nihaku? 200,000 Japanese yen for this? Wait, what is this? It's not Hawkeye, and it's not any of the other ones. It's not like, it's not the Bubble Eye or whatever it's called. Bug Eye, it's not the Bug Eye. Which one's this? STI model though.
Oh, this exhaust has HKs.
Oh, there's an HKS exhaust kit on it?
This Kenwood.
120,000 kilometers. It's got the, what's this, 6-speed?
Yeah, 6-speed.
Yeah, okay. Not too bad. That's kind of interesting though. Wonder why. That's 13 grand. Looks clean too. It's done low Ks. Over here, EG. It's not a hatch though. Bummer. Whoa, look at this clean 100 Daiki. Oh, those headlights look crystal. Origin, yeah, that's an Origin kit. Another ZN6 for 120万だよ. That's not too bad. 125,000. Look at this. Whoa. S12 Gazelle Daiki. That's sick. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that Sora Daiki.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh, there's like a pink glitter Sora. Oh my gosh. Look at this beast. This is great.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Do you like this color?
Oh, I mean, I don't mind it if it's a drift missile. This is only 170,000 Japanese yen. That's like 17K. This will be 1J. This thing's sick. This would be a great missile. I think I've seen this one here before though.
Oh.
So like those 90s were like Nihaku Rokujuman, right? Like 260,000. And this is only like this is 10K for this, and this will be 1J. 1J twin turbo. Love that. And look, they converted it to a clutch fan. None of the. Oh wait, no, these aren't a 90. My bad. Some reason I had 90 in my head. That's cool. 10K for that is sick for a missile, and it's manual swapped. Whoa, I think the Bosozoku bike guys are getting ready to leave. Dude, they're raging, eh? Oh, dang. Oh, they're heading that way. Daiki loves it. Well, omedetou gozaimasu. Congratulations, everyone who just graduated. It's kind of weird to see one of these here. Daiki's freaking out over the mirrors. This is left-hand drive too. Interesting. No price in the window. I want to get an E36 or 46 over here.
Is expensive then?
They're not that expensive here. Yeah, I feel like the right-hand drive ones are fairly cheap usually too. But the left-hand drive ones are the cheapest ones here for sure. With that, guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video. Let me know in the comment section which car would you love to buy from here. And also let me know how you feel if you reside in the USA, especially with the whole tariff situation. Things are a little unknown here and I think people are on edge. So I'm very curious to see what the next 6 months to the next few years or 4 years are gonna look like, especially for the car market here. If tariffs do get applied, that's gonna be wild, especially for those that have cars in storage that are waiting for them to hit that 25 years. If you've bought let's say, a crazy expensive expensive rare 34 GTR for 200 grand, and then all of a sudden tariffs are applied, depending on what percentage they are, you could get slapped by another 25% or whatever when they go across the border, when they get shipped over. And the thing is you may not know, there may be no tariff when they're shipped, and there might be a tariff by the time they arrive. That's how crazy it just seems right now. Anyways, enough of that talk for now, but I really like doing these videos because it gives you guys an insider look as to what the local car market is doing for the condition of cars and the pricing of cars locally at dealerships in Japan. That means this is after the auction. Someone's making money. Normally dealerships have a 20% markup on things. So if the pricing of these cars is what they are on the lot here, that's what you should be seeing exporting these cars out of Japan with that 20% markup. You know, shipping a car overseas is about 2 grand for Roro. If someone's, you know, doing all the handling work for you and stuff, that's probably like $1 grand. And then there's the tax refund. Anything exported out of Japan, 10% of the value of that is refunded back to the exporter. So if you find an honest exporter, they're going to give that money back to you. Anyways, guys, thanks for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. See you all in the next one. Peace.